Well, hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxture, on the panel as a one and only JFK. And working away tirelessly in the background is my mate Fox. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Oxyere. Evening, Fox.
Evening, guys.
How we doing? Fox? All right, mate?
Aye, I'm a wee bit busy at the moment.
All right, mate. All right. How are you, JFK? How was it? How was the show, mate? People will be interested. Don't maybe divulge too much. Obviously, people got to see it, but what was your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely wonderful. Wonderful night. All the good old Rangers songs. Crowd was brilliant. The audience was absolutely fantastic. Interaction was great. A few double entendres. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The songs were just all were good songs. No, follow, and Blue Sea Ibrox. I mean, everybody was on their feet singing it. So absolutely enjoyed it. I know Skipper went last week, so he'd said he enjoyed it as well. So
I believe some of the jokes were a bit. Some of the jokes were no Skipper said, you know.
Did they? Aye. Well,
he's not the sharpest.
As you know, the sharpest.
But no, he was telling me.
They are planning to come back next year. I've heard. You know, that was 12 shows they done. Because they done a couple of matinees, 10 days plus a couple of matinees, and I'm glad.
Fox likes a matinee.
Oh, does he? Eh? Yeah. Any of you guys and gals out there that was seeing it, you're probably the same as myself. It was really enjoyable night. It finishes tomorrow night, as far as I know, and I really enjoyed it. So I went there with my big boy Graham.
How did he like it, mate? Different generation.
He thought he was. It kind of opened his eyes a wee bit, because obviously we go to Ibrox and we sing our songs and that, but when you see it on the night, you know how, especially something might go into later on. You know, the Ibrox disaster song was quite poignant. And there was a few tears shed, including myself, you know, because I was there.
Yeah.
So it was Graham knows that obviously he's my boy and that, and he knows where I come from in that aspect, and I spoke to him about the Ibrox disaster a few times. But to see strange people, no strange, that's a silly word. People you don't know, but they're fellow blue noses, blue girls and that, and a few tears shed, and it was quite heartening. So I really enjoyed it, and when it comes back on next year, I'll certainly will be going again, even if it's just the same show. Brilliant stuff.
Mate, obviously, you never seen too much of the football last night, but I believe you watched it today again. So maybe give us a quick summary of how you thought it looked.
Yeah, well, I watched the first half live before I went to the show, and there was nothing to really report about that, was there? And the second half was just the same, you know. A lot of things. No, I listened to the show today at the archive and that, and I know there's a bit of debate about whether we were poor or how we performed on the night. Were we lethargic? Were we no up for it? You know, we weren't fast with the ball. The referee didn't do us any favours. He was very picky, especially with a couple of the bookings that he gave us with Arfield and Barisic. And I just think that they were silly bookings that the referee could have done without giving us, because they were cheating us. Overall, all I've got to say is we done the job. We come away and we're in the next round against Midtjylland next Thursday. The game next Thursday, no the draw. So we're going to be happy with that, and there's not really much more we can do, because we're not going to get the praise that we do deserve. And we take the praise and we take the doubters. And there was a lot of doubters today, and a lot of things I read online and things like the usual rubbish, you know. But I know there's on Twitter there's a Camp Fox and a Camp Ox, yeah, and I put my coat on the nail, and I'm going to go with Camp Fox. I just think that there was too much negativity around about the game. We did what we had to do on the night. So
you thought we played well then, JFK?
I never said we played well. I just thought we done what we had to do. It was, the gaffer did say it was a grind, you know, and it was a grind. And we had a lot of games like that in the Europa League last season. So, you know, a lot of the players' heads maybe weren't they there, but they done what they had to do. There was only 2 players on the park last night who played 2 years ago, and that was Tav and Ryan Jack. So they were the only 2 that should have had anything to think about on that aspect. But overall, we're through, and I know a lot of us were thinking that we should have beat them 5-0 at home, and I was one of them. And when we get here, we should have got a couple of early goals, but it wasn't. The heat was the same for the both teams, and look, let's get at it. Let's look forward to Sunday against the Piemen, and see what happens next Thursday against Midtjylland there. So,
all right, just while we're on that subject, I don't know if you've seen who our potential draws are. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Aye. Well, Punic, I don't know who they're for, or Wolves, who Wolves play in, Legia Warsaw, or Otramitus, FC, I don't even know who that is, or Maldivia of Bolslava, and then PSV or Hagsong, whoever they are. So I think we got a chance of Wolves, Legia Warsaw, another, and potentially PSV. So we could have a good, if we do get past the Danes, mate, potentially get a good tie or a glamour tie, if you like, yeah.
I would think so. I mean, a lot of guys are saying we don't want the Wolves now. I would like to get Wolves, honestly.
Just because you like that song?
Oh, it's a great song. It's a fantastic song. We know that, but no, I would take them all. I would take Wolves, but I don't want to play PSV. I think they're a wee bit more above our station that way. I think Wolves have been fantastic last season in the English Premiership, but I would love to see that game. The others, I'll take any of the others as well. But we need to get our Midtjylland first. So
I think you're right.
And they're not going to be any pushovers. I mean, we can all talk about last night's performance, but look, we get Aaron, and the gaffer has said that it's the next game, a better team we're playing, and that should make us perform better. So onwards and upwards, as we always say, Ox here. So very happy to be in the next round and bring it on. Bring it on, mate. Let's go. Bring it on.
Yeah, so there's a couple of wee things happened today. Well, a few. Obviously, we opened a new stand at the Hummel training ground, and just the game's no long finished. A 1-1 draw with Chelsea, the 2 under-23s. I think the boy Herlanda get more minutes under his belt.
Right.
So good there. That's all I've read. 1-1 the game finished. Obviously, good that we're opening up the stand. Going forward, it improves the facilities for the youth, which isn't a bad thing for people going to watch the game, families, friends, and supporters will be able to go along there. So that was positive. That was done so efficiently. And what else broke today? Let me see. There was another story broke today. I've lost the plot, JFK.
You're a busy man, mate. You're keeping the wheels of industry going.
Oh, I'm the whole economy in my palm of my hands at the moment, mate.
So, see the opening of the academy seating stadium, what you might call it. What do you know actually the capacity is, Oxford?
I think it's about 250, mate.
I'd heard about 300, so it's about 250.
You might be right with that, mate. I'm not going to fault you.
No. I'd heard it was that. There was talk before that it was going to maybe 500-600, but that's fair dues. What I do know is I know a couple of guys. Robert Maguire, Partick for the Roseville. He managed to get a ticket. He posted his wee picture on Facebook tonight with his ticket, so he was happy as Larry to be going to that. You're Rabbi. So he was there. He was there. He was flashing his ticket. So there were so many season ticket holders were allowed a chance to go there to the game tonight. So good luck to them, and I hope in the future this season that myself or any other guys on the lobby or whatever get a chance to go and sit and watch the under 23s at the Hummel. That'd be a good experience to go and see that. So good, well done, Rangers. Letting the fans into the Hummel to watch whatever. It's a great place. I've only actually done a wee tour a couple of years ago, and it was really exciting to see how
they're working to the place.
But now that there's a wee kind of stadium thing there, that'd be good good to go and see that, just to sit and watch a game.
All right. But obviously, the gaffer had a press conference today along with Connor Golson, building up to which is our first big game of the season. I think that'd be fair, JFK. Yeah?
Definitely. This is the one we're waiting for. The European season has started, but this is the big picture now. The big picture starts on Sunday, mate, so let's hear the gaffer.
All right. But if anybody wants to phone us after the gaffer's interview, what's the number?
It's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you were brought in with Fox. Old School Blues out enjoying yourself tonight. So fair play to Old School Blues.
It's becoming a wee bit of a dirty stop out.
No. Jealousy is a terrible thing. Get yourself in mute, JFK, and we'll hear for our gaffer, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
The league season, Stephen, finally starts this weekend. 2 tough trips down to Kilmarnock last year in the league. What kind of challenge are you expecting this time?
Very similar. I think every time we played Kilmarnock, home or away, it was a tough game. It was a competitive game. I think under Steve Clarke they had a way of playing which was very organised, a lot of men behind the ball, very compact, not much space out there, and with the idea to trying to counter-attack against you. And they had some joint success against us. We'll wait and see whether the new manager Angelo does the same thing, a similar game plan. It's difficult to predict because, throughout pre-season they've played a different style, which was quite open, and they've tried to play more football on the floor, and it hasn't really worked out for them. So if I was to guess, I think they might go back to more of how it looked under Steve Clarke, but that's me guessing.
How important is it for Rangers to get off to a good start in their league campaign?
Well, I think that's always the plan going into any season. It's the same as a player, it's no different as a manager. We've had a very successful pre-season in terms of keeping people fit and healthy and getting them in good condition. We've got players coming up to speed, so I've got a fully fit squad to pick from. We've got a doubt with Stephen Davis that we'll check today, and tomorrow we've got our fingers crossed he'll pull through. So we're in good shape, we're in a good place, and now we've got to go and try and put in a performance that builds on our successful pre-season, and hopefully that'll be enough to get a positive result.
On Sunday, you told us that you were going to try and get Alfredo Morelos to come and face the press. Has there been any update on that?
No.
Do you feel that he owes it to the club and to the fans to come out and put to bed the speculation surrounding his future?
I think he should address the speculation, yes. But I don't think he owes anyone anything. He's coming here for a very cheap fee and he's scored an unbelievable amount of goals. So I wouldn't say he owes anyone anything. But I think when you're adored and you've got the support that Alfredo's got, I'm sure every fan wants to know where his future lies. So I think he should address that, but that's my own personal opinion.
Do you get the sense from him that he's still as committed as he was last season to the club?
Yes, I mean, if I seen any signs that he wasn't, he wouldn't be involved on a match day. He trains really hard. He's smiling about the place. He got an unfortunate niggle at the beginning of pre-season, which set him back a week or two. But I think now he's ready to fire. He came on last night and nearly got a couple of goals for us. But he had that threat about him, and he'll train the next few days and he'll be available for selection at the weekend.
You said a few weeks ago that you wouldn't be sold late in the window because you didn't want to be left short in that area.
That's the same for any player. It's very difficult in the transfer window as it is. So the later it goes on, it becomes even more difficult, especially when you're talking about top talent, because they're either not out there or other teams don't want to sell them. So we certainly won't be putting ourselves in a panic situation. But that goes for all the players. So if anyone thinks they can come for any of our players late in the window, they'll be wasting the time.
Is there a cut-off point where you say that no more bids will be even sort of reviewed or looked at?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. We haven't put an exact date and time on it, but we do know when it would be very difficult to replace. So after that, we wouldn't entertain any phone calls on it.
If a bid were to come for Alfredo or any other guys, I take it you've got a list of replacements already in mind if that needs to be the case?
I think that's private business for me and the recruitment team. We have lists of players in every single position. So for example, if we received a bid for Connor Goldson, that was a bid that we couldn't turn down. Of course we'd have a list of players, but we don't want to sell any of our top players. But you've always got to be prepared and put yourself in a position that if and when a crazy bid hits the table, you've got to be ready and prepared. Because in this day and age it can happen, and we are at a club where every player's got a price. I've never ever denied that, but I've always said I want to keep me top players. So your Goldsons, your Taverniers, your Moreloses and all that, we don't want to sell. We want to build it around them top players.
Given the news last week from Jurgen Klopp and Ryan Kent, does that mean you're talking about having a list of replacements if Ryan, as it looks like?
I've addressed the Ryan Kent situation numerous times.
Somebody else in mind now, if you want to bring in another sort of wide option again, guys now you're looking to?
I said in the last press conference when you were here that it could be a possibility. Whether that'll happen or not, we'll have to wait and see.
With the Thursday, Sunday schedule that you obviously had to compete with last season and again this season, with the depth you've added, do you feel more confident this season going into that schedule that you've got a better and stronger squad to deal with it?
Yeah, I've got confidence in the players and the squad. We do believe we're stronger, but I also said that the players have got to go and prove that now. It's all right having healthy numbers and great names on paper, but the names we have added and the strength we have tried to create, they've got to go and put in performances now that improve on the consistency from last season. So time will tell, but in terms of belief and confidence in the players, I've certainly got that.
Is there a dilemma at all when it comes to maybe wanting a settled starting 11, but also, you know, giving players the game time that they want and need?
Yeah, I mean, look, game time and what players want and need, I think players have to realise that it's about the team, and us as a staff and me as a manager will try and do everything we can to keep the squad healthy and fresh. I don't think it's possible for everyone to go right through the calendar and play every game. So players have to be professional and understand when they're in or out, and when they are in, take the opportunity. But game time and opportunities won't be given to players. So if you've been added to the squad, it won't be put on a plate for you. You've got to fight and earn that on a daily basis, and we're hoping that fight for the jerseys will bring out a better consistency in the team.
Speaking about Alfredo there, how excited are you by the attacking options that you have in this squad?
Yeah, I think we've got good numbers in that area. I felt last year at times if we had suspensions or injuries, we were a bit light in certain areas in the final third. And as I say, I think we've got the numbers now. I think we've got the quality, but players need to step up now. We said in the dressing room last night, a lot of the play was good, and as the game went on, we got better and better. But I need people to step up at big moments and score important goals and get us them victories. And players will get the opportunities.
Just on last night, is that perhaps the kind of game that, if you were to take that into the league, that type of game against that type of opposition, that a team that was able to mount a title challenge or title winners, you know, that they find a way to win that? Would that be something that you'd be looking for, that your side would find a way to win a game like that? Yeah,
I think more often than not. I think good teams do always find a way, whatever challenge is put in front of them. But if you look at Celtic last year, they went on to win the treble, and at times they found it difficult against that type of opposition with men behind the ball. And you see Liverpool and Man City when they set challenges of, you know, teams behind the ball and people spoiling your rhythm and slowing it down and doing everything they can to stop you. Even the best teams in the world, at times, they have stumbling blocks and setbacks. So I'm not naive enough to think it's always going to be smooth and we're going to go on and win every game and everything's going to be fine. But we have to be more prepared for these challenges, and we have to find the answers.
You spoke before the progress tie as a whole about how that would represent progression for the club from 2 years ago. In a way, does this first fixture against Kilmarnock represent progression over the summer, given the way that that some of the results went against them last season? I
think yourself and all the media out there will have that opinion on us and judge us on these 3 points on this opening day and compare it to last season. But for us, I think we have to just focus on all the challenges that come our way. We're looking to start the season bright and get off to the best possible start we can. in an ideal situation, we can go and find a performance that gets us 3 points, and I'm sure there'll be an overreaction if that's the case. But if we go there and give everything we can and we don't get the result that we want, it's not the end of the world, and we'll keep pushing and keep fighting to improve.
Stephen, how difficult is it to get the balance between focusing on European football on Thursday nights and then putting your all into domestic football on the weekend?
Yeah, I think it's a challenge. I think with all due respect, I think the draw in the Europa League has been kind to us. We'll come up against 2 teams who we should beat, and we have done that. I think now that competition's about to get more tough. I think Midtjylland will be a bigger test with more quality and a bigger challenge for us. And I think that being sandwiched in between league games, of course, comes with a challenge. But the players have faced it before and handled it pretty well. And now I believe with more numbers and more quality in the squad, I'm hoping we handle it a little bit better than we did last year.
Now, how do you get the balance? Do you think rotation can be key, or is it getting a settled starting 11, settled core to the team and building from there?
I think in the main we'll be looking for a settled team, but there will be tweaks, there will be a few minor changes. I don't think you'll see wholesale changes from game to game. I think the way the fixtures have been dealt for us this year, I don't think it's going to be a case where we can be making 5, 6, 7 changes a game. I don't think that'll be the case, but I think we have to protect the players. If players have got a niggle or they've maxed out and we feel like there's a bit of freshness that can come in and offload them, then I'll certainly look to do that.
Is silverware a must for Rangers this season?
It is every year, isn't it?
Connor, what's your aims for this season?
Silverware. Yeah, no, it's as simple as that. We said it last year, and obviously we didn't manage to achieve our goals, but this year I feel like being at a club like this that we have to be aiming to win something.
Is it fair to say that the players feel they'll need to perform better than they did last night to get a result on Sunday?
Yeah, we will, and we said that after the game that Kilmarnock will probably play similar, but they'll be better at 1, the style, and 2, they'll be better on the counter-attack. So that's the kind of game that last year that we maybe could have drew, or we maybe even conceded and ended up chasing the game even further, and then it ended up us having our backs against the wall. But hopefully this year that we can do better and improve on last night.
You obviously played them a lot last season. Would you be expecting despite the fact there is still a lot of the same players there, would you be expecting a different style from Kilmarnock given that there's a new manager in there?
I really don't know, probably not. Probably not, no. I think that they'll probably play the similar way. Maybe a little bit more football, and they'll probably try and get it down a little bit more with a new manager, but I think it'll be similar against us.
How much did the defeats there last season sting?
Yeah, they did. I think if you look in the whole season that we had 2 defeats there and a draw at home, 2 draws at home. So you look at those points over the course of a season, and I'm sure it would have brought us a lot closer to achieving what we wanted to achieve.
In terms of their European result, do you think they'll be looking for a reaction themselves? They've not had the start to the season they were looking for.
Yeah, of course, and obviously that would have hurt them. We've seen at the end of last season how much it meant to them getting into the Europa League, and then obviously they would have all been excited to go on a run, and I'm sure that we'll have to be ready for a reaction to that, because now that we turn into their next biggest game.
Stephen, any other team news updates? John Flanagan and Jimmy?
John Flanagan will play tonight, so he'll push from 30 to 60 minutes tonight. Philip Hollander will go 90 minutes tonight, and then he should be close to near enough being ready. Jamie Murphy's got a niggle in his groin, which has set him back a few days, and Graham Dorans has reported a calf issue that we've scanned last night that we're waiting for results on.
In terms of offloading players, is there any deals closer to?
Yes, Glenn Middleton's very close to going on loan to NAC Breda over in the Dutch League, which is a wonderful opportunity for him to go and get a lot of football and develop. And fair play to him taking that challenge on, going abroad, different style of football, but NAC are a big club, they've got fantastic support, they play the right way, they play on the floor. They should challenge for the league. They'll be expected to challenge for the league, so that'll be good for his development and give him good preparation in 12 months' time when he comes back.
All right. Are you back, JFK? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, mate. Aye.
Gaffer sounded a bit tired. I think obviously it was this morning. He's just back for the travelled back last night. I'll take the reverse details first. The boy Glenn Middleton goes out on loan again with all our best wishes, JFK.
Of course he does. Aye. I mean, he gave his all for his best he could last season, and that petered out before the season was halfway there. I mean, with a lot of high hopes for young Glenn, but it didn't work for him. So, he's got a good club. The Dutch League's a reasonable league. They've got probably a top 4 teams there, and the rest are a bit also-rans. I'd probably put NEC Breda among the middle clubs in that league. I've only watched 2 or 3 wee bits of football and that, so it's a good move for the boy. I think he'll enjoy playing in Holland, so he goes with our best wishes, mate.
Fox follows a lot of the Dutch channels, but I don't know how much football he actually watches.
Fox no there now.
Is that a cue for me to come in?
Middleton goes
I think they're actually in Eredivisie too.
You're awful quiet, mate. You're awful quiet.
I'm sorry about that. I think they're actually in League 2 in the Eredivisie in Holland. NEC Breda. But they're tipped to be challenging to get promoted again. I feel sorry for the likes of Glenn Middleton, who's too good for the junior, the under 23s, and just no quite got enough to make it into the first team. He's still young, plenty of time to learn, so a very sensible loan move if that comes off for me.
Yeah. A win-win, Fox. A win-win. Good for his
win-win.
Yeah.
As long as he can hold down a place there, he'll learn some of the Dutch training methods, and maybe he's not been very good at dribbling past players. He does it with pace. Maybe he'll pick that part of his game up and improve and come back and do well at Ibrox.
Wish him all the best, Glenn. He's one of our own, as you say. He's a good Rangers man, good stock, and I hope it's a good move for him. He comes back improved, and we're trying to get him in the first team. That's the perfect fix for us when people go on loan, JFK.
Of course it is, aye. He's got. I mean, the Dutch league's a good. We know the history of the Dutch league. You know, we could name probably 30, 40 players over the years that have come out of it, whether they've been Dutch or otherwise. You know, who performed well in the leagues. It's a good breeding ground for him, because I think he'll probably do well with his style of play. His quickness down the left, and that maybe take a lot of me surprise in the Dutch league. So I mean, if he comes back a better player, it's going to be the same as when McCrory went down there, and see if he does well when he comes back, and with Greg Docker. It's just that time will tell. But it's a good move for the boy. At least he knows he's going to be playing football every Saturday. So and that's good, because I'll be looking out for him now, and if I can get a chance to watch him and playing for NEC Breda, and that gives me an interest in the Dutch league. To say I haven't watched it, so that might give everybody a be interested to watch it.
Fox, Steven Gerrard, I don't think he seemed flat. He's very honest in his press conference. Yeah, he's expecting them to go back to type tomorrow. Would you agree with that? Sunday.
I don't really know, mate, but we'll need to see how they play under this new manager. They've had a wee kind of horrendous start to the European campaign, being knocked out. But obviously the boy's got a good track record as an assistant before he took that job. So we'll need to wait and see. They might surprise us and come out and try and play football, mate.
Mm-hmm. Only time will tell. I'm starting to get a wee bit of the battle fever on JFK for Sunday. Don't know.
Definitely. This is the only team that we didn't beat last season, isn't it?
Well, we beat them in the cup easy at their
I'm
place.
talking about the league. The cup doesn't
No,
matter to me. In the league, I think they're the only team we didn't beat in the league last season. I might be wrong, but stats guys out there might prove me wrong, but I think we beat everybody at least once, apart from them. So I don't believe in this bogey team. I just think at that time that we weren't up for it a few times, So no, as battle fever is on. I mean they've lost 4 players, which I would say probably 4 of the best players, and that includes Jordan Jones. For me, the manager's he's getting a lot of stick down there, isn't he? He's played one game against an amateur team behind closed doors, get knocked out of Europe. So I'm going to put my colours to the mast here, mate. I'm looking for a bit of 2 or 3 nothing easy in Sunday, even though it's on a carpet balls pitch. I'm looking for the Rangers to get in there and destroy them, which will be absolutely wonderful. And I just hope that the 15,000 fans that Kilmarnock bring will see that,
I think I know he's not here, but he might be listening. I'm actually in the Bridgeman camp. I want us to play well and get a performance, but I'd take a 1-0 win just to move on and get it out of the way. But,
aye, I would take. No, I 100% agree with you. But it would be good to put them to bed. And Graham says, my boy says to me the day, he says it's good to get this game out the road as early.
He's a clever boy. That must take his brains for his maw.
Well, it does, mate. Aye, definitely.
Fox, as GFK's right there with what Graham said, it's a game that would want to go the way. Not so much because travelling to Rugby Park, it's just we've had issues down there. Whether it's the surface, I don't know what it put down or just we've been poor, but I'd actually take a 1-0 win. I'd hope we play well and score 2 or 3 goals like JFK said, but 1-0 win, 3 points, move out of there.
I suppose it's the 3 points that matter most of all.
Mm-hmm.
Although they've lost players, mate, apart from Jordan Jones, it's been really lone players they've lost.
Mm-hmm.
They've still got the core of the side. They've done quite well for them last year. Stephen O'Donnell's still there, Greg Taylor, the ones in the middle, Power and Dicker. Aye, they've got Chris Buck.
I actually think that boy Dicker could play at a higher level, if I'm being honest, mate.
Aye. Of course, I think he's retired now. Chris Boyd. So they've got generally the same pack of players, mate. It'll depend on how the manager looks at the game, how they'll play. We knew what like Steve Clark was last year. It was all hands behind the ball, kick in and moved and hope for a breakaway, which worked out quite successful for them over the season, finishing in 3rd place. So it's a game I want to see us make a statement in. First league game, it would be good if we could go down there and take maybe 2 to 3 goals off them and put a marker down for how we're going to play the rest of the season. Put the fear up on the rest of the teams by getting a result down there.
All right, I agree. Talking about people from down there, we've been joined by Stardog. Evening, Stardog.
How you doing, guys?
I'm all right, mate. Your good self.
Aye, I'm brand new, mate. Can I first of all give a tremendous big thanks to Jimmy and his boy Graham today. You made Connell's day today, mate, with these strips arriving, so you did. So thanks very much. Mate. That was hugely appreciated. So it was for the 2 years. You made a wee Bale's day today.
Well, as long as he's getting better, pal. Much thoughts go to him. So he's very welcome to him, pal.
Thanks very much, mate.
No problem.
And how is he?
He's brand new, mate. Aye, he's brand new. He's moaning a bit. He says he just wants to rip it off and itch his arm, but he's got a long way before he'll be doing anything like
that. Aye. All right. But as long as he's all right, that's a good sign if he's moaning, mate.
That's it, mate. Aye, back to his usual self.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. What's on your mind? Your mind, Stardog? What are you thinking now? You've had time to reflect the last and.
I'm just kind of geared up for Sunday now, mate. I've put that game last night to the back of my mind, kind of pretend that it didn't happen, and we just got into the next round kind of thing. I'm geared up for Sunday now, mate. I thought Gerrard was just kind of annoyed in general today because he just gets asked some of the same questions. And I mean, he even made the point of saying to that guy, Ken, you were here last week when I answered this same question about Alfredo and things like that. I just think he doesn't get asked enough questions on the team and things like that for Sunday. But I think it'll be totally different at Rugby Park this year, mate. You always tend to find with a foreign manager, they try and bring a certain style and he'll have his own style in mind and things like that he wants to play. I highly doubt he's going to take on Steve Clarke's tactics. He might sit in a bit tighter and things like that, but there'll be a different team this year, mate. As JFK was saying, they've lost a good 3 or 4 of their best players, so I expect us to win 2 or 3-0 comfortably, mate. I'm like yous and all. I'd rather get out the road, but I firmly believe that we'll win 2 or 3-0 comfortably. I don't think Kilmarnock will be half the team they were last year.
Can I ask you guys a question, Oxshire, regarding the manager's presser today? Do you think that Alfredo Morelos has to come out and tell us if he's going to leave or stay?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think he just has to turn up, do the business on the park, and we'll be happy. And if a bid comes in for him that it suits him, suits his agent, suits his club, he goes. Players come and go, mate. I don't think. Because I'll tell you why, JFK. He could tell us he's staying on the Monday.
Yeah.
But he come in on the Wednesday,
Yeah. I just think that Stevie Gerrard's kind of made a rod for his own back, He
was having a bit of fun with the press, mate.
Aye, of course he was. But if there is a question and an answer there that we're all looking to ask and be given the answer, and it's the manager should be able to turn around and say, look, I've spoken to Alfredo, and he's told me categorically that he's going to stay. He wants to stay. And then, as you say, he could change his mind the next day. But I know Steven Gerrard's playing with the press that way. But for me, it doesn't really mean anything to me. And obviously, they're trying to make something out of it. Why is he not sitting there telling, as you said, he would sit there? But he's not going to do that. Alfredo's not going to. So, I'm the same as yourself. He could come out and tell us tomorrow, I love Rangers and I want to stay. And the next day, get an offer. Don't forget, the English Premiership thing finishes on Thursday. So the only thing in England open to him is the Championship, things like that. And I know that's where he doesn't want to go. So if he's here by Thursday, I don't think he'll be going anywhere else.
Can I come in there, Ox?
Aye, on you go.
Did they not bring out a thing last year on Rangers TV? It was like El Soy or something it was called, and it was about Alfredo. And they said here that it was he was happy here and things like that, and one day it is his dream to get into the Premier League and things like that. Yeah. I just don't think. I mean, if any of you were Alfredo Morelos after that amount of mud they flung at him last year, would you just come out in front of that press and sit there and tell them, why give them the satisfaction? They brought a thing out on Rangers TV last year. There's been no official bids made for him. Stevie G said he's happy and things like that. I hope to get him. I see him get a couple of goals on Sunday, mate, and we'll just take it from there. I believe he'll be here this year, mate. I really do. January could be a different story, but I think for this summer he'll be safe because the only place he wants to go is the Premier League. And if we manage to survive to Thursday, and I mean it'll be the last hour of the last day, you'll guarantee it. If anything's going to happen, it will happen then, mate. The last hour of the last day. But I think he's going to be here this year.
Aye, that was a piece of our time.
What was that?
That was a Churchill thing there, like piece of our time.
I think there's. I'll be honest. I think there'll be people looking at Morelos. I think people might have been put off a wee bit last year with his temperament. He's a goal scorer. He could lead the line on his own. I think they'll be keeping tabs on him. Whether they want to leave Rangers and go and play for Crystal Palace, who could be relegated at any time out of that league, I don't know personally, but I see the attraction in the league. I don't see the attraction of some of the clubs. But he might think that's his next springboard. I think, like you start, Doug, if he sets the header on fire at the start of the season and his temperament problem or his problem with referees has disappeared, and some of the money has making him, he had some of the times he did get sent off, I mean, it was rescinded. But if he has a good first half of the year, people will be looking at him because he scores goals, JFK.
Aye, but you see, you put he does, but you put a hangman there at Crystal Palace. I mean, are they no in the process of possibly selling Wilfred Zaha? You know, you're saying that he wouldn't go to Crystal Palace, but I mean, he's only 22.
I said I wouldn't go to Crystal.
No, I know. Okay, sorry, mate. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, it's a stepping stone for him. I mean, he's not going to get into the top 7 teams in England. There's a top 7 in England, I would estimate. So, you know, if a silly bid comes in and it has for a club like Crystal Palace, who are not even a tenth of what the Glasgow Rangers are, but if he sees that as a stepping stone to bigger things, and we don't want to name others who have came for the puddle drinkers and went down there and went to a lower league club and went on to become, as they see, down there, stars for millions and millions of pounds. So if somebody comes in before Thursday, like a Crystal Palace, and offers him a chance to play in the Premiership, I've got a fear that he will go if the money is something that Rangers can't turn down, like between 15 and 20
I'll cut across you, GFK.
How you go, pal?
How we doing, caller?
How we doing?
All right. Tell everybody who it is.
Stevie Fairshire, mate.
Oh, Stevie, how we doing, mate? How's things?
Hi, all good, yours?
Hi, all right.
Good, yeah.
What time are you doing the bacon rolls on Sunday for all the Bears, mate?
What's that, 3 each? 4 each?
Oh, I eat more than that, mate.
JFK will eat more than that in the sitting.
I've got a big belly.
Was that you and Fox I seen the day in Glasgow Central with the Ox Camp and Fox Camp for the opinions of the game last night? Trying to get some followers.
You might have seen Fox going on today, the rounds of Glasgow Central, mate. Usually more than a Saturday evening rather than a Friday afternoon. And if you look at his banner closely, it says FOX.
FOX. Man.
Well, what camp were you in, Stevie? What camp were you in?
Oh, yours 100%.
Thanks very much. At least there's somebody comes on here that knows about football.
Just wasn't good enough. I'm like yourself and JFK and that. I thought we should be going early and winning 4-5-0, to be honest. I know it's easier said than done. It's an away run, but no, I thought we should have beat them comfortably.
See if they'd been kicking them off the line, mate, and we were playing good football and the goalie was diving and saving them. I mean, like he was last week, I would have accepted that. But we hardly made a chance to the last couple of minutes.
Totally agree, aye. We were poor on the night, but need to put that behind us now. And
it's gone, mate. I'm in Fox's camp now.
Sorry.
We're through. We have to move on, and then we start worrying about next Thursday after we beat Kilmarnock. What's your thoughts on the game on Sunday, mate?
Well, I've not been on much due to working. I'm not going to. There's no two ways about it. I'm quite annoyed at our transfer policy lately. See this? It's all right having options and that, but see this bringing in 10 players every transfer market. I don't agree. That's not no way to run a club. To me, I think you should have the core of the team and add 3 and 4 players every transfer market. It's about quality, no quantity. That's just my opinion.
Well, who we brought in? We brought Helander in.
It's not quite 10, mate, but I think it's 7. But it's normally 10 every transfer market. Well, the last year we did.
Helander in to supplement the back 4. We brought Aribo in to help us in the midfield. Stephen Davis, are we counting him as a transfer, mate? He was there last season. Are you counting him?
No, I wouldn't count him.
No, you can't.
Right, okay. So we brought Jordan Jones in, the boy Ojo on loan.
Aribo,
I said. Greg Stewart. And the boy Hasty. The boy Hasty. I think the boy Hasty is going to be one for the future, mate. What's your own thinking?
I'd agree with that. I can't see him getting... Was there no talk of him getting out on loan?
Well,
it has been mentioned in the press, aye.
I'm just... I can't... It is good to have options in every area, but see, I'm with George Logan last night. See, at the end of this season, there can be no excuses. We've got to go out and win the league. I'm fed up of hearing this. Oh, but they've no jailed in time. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Need to go out and win the league and that's it. Need 2 ways about it.
Yeah.
Well, to win the league, we need to start getting 3 points, mate.
That's it.
Fox is Just Fox says he's a brown sauce man for Sunday morning, mate. I know GFK's
I'm a brown sauce man too. I've got 3 bottles in the cupboard.
Right, and I'll be honest with you, I'm on my bacon roll. I like a wee bit of English mustard, so if you can get some of that in.
You see, I'm putting a bit of weight on Ox here and that, so you need to cut the fat off the bacon for me.
Oh, you ate that game? What are you doing?
Aye. Sorry, but you need to, you know, I need to keep room for my lager and my vodka. So if you don't mind, Stevie, just take the fat off it, pal, will you?
Where's the biggin that puts us all to shame that gets top quality meals every night? Where's he?
He's in a health farm.
He's in a detox.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, Rudy, I would like to keep him for a week, would you?
Oh, no. Definitely no.
No. So are you looking forward to the season starting?
I wouldn't like to see his peace box for his work either.
Christ,
the size of his lunchbox is something I don't want to discuss online. I think that's the reason he gets such well looked after.
That's it.
He's more only had one horn for getting him out the pram.
See what Stevie was saying there about the core. I mean, I don't know how often you're in listening to that, Stevie, but Allbear had said that.
Every night.
You hear what Allbear said about, I agree with you. And I said, we need that core of players, mate. Right?
Well,
and you need to have that.
Mate.
You need 6 or 7 maximum, I would say, core players, and then you should be able to bring others in for
you
that.
Build, mate. That's what you do. You add quality. You add about 3 or 4 quality players to try and take the places at the other ends. You should have been bringing in 10 every transfer market. Right, totally maybe I'm wrong this time. I think we've brought in 7, but...
Aye, but you're right. I think
we get your point, mate. We get a point. Anyway, we'll be joined by another caller. I'm not sure where it's from. It's not a number I recognise. Evening, caller.
Hello, it's James from Tennessee again.
How are we doing, James? How's things?
Good, yeah, good. I've got a couple of points I'll make, and then I'll let you go on with the programme. Right. Okay. Now, the Till brothers are 3 brothers that play for Bosnia. One of them played against us. He's the weakest of them, but the other 2 are quite good. One plays for Ufa, a Russian team. The other one plays for Metz. The 2 of them play for Metz, but the 2 of them have been loaned out, one to Ufa and one to a French team. I've watched Luxembourg, the national team, and they're really quite good. See, the youngest guy, he's as good as Kent, by the way, and he's only 19. And I suggested him to the Rangers. I was one of the guys I was thinking of. But that's one point. So I think my point of view is progress would be in the top 6 of our Premiership to 8th, because they're not a bad side. Luxembourg football's not bad. Well, it's all opinions. But what I'm also going to say is, if you look at Eintracht Frankfurt, they played Flora, an Estonian team, and only 1-4-2. 1-4-2, Eintracht Frankfurt. Another team, Mostar of Bosnia, beat Utrecht 3-2 in aggregate. So a lot of these teams are not too bad. Consider like Sarajevo was knocked out by the other team in the city, and also the Estonia, and the other team in the city beat that Estonian team. So some of the other teams are not too bad, right? That's my one point. I'll go on to the next point. The problem with Gerard's a good manager, but he's got a bad management point of shooting. If you're against a team, you shoot. I've just watched Luton Town versus Middlesbrough. Centre-half scored a cracking goal for Luton, and Middlesbrough score outside the box, 18-yard box, and Middlesbrough score a goal. We try to tippy-tappy the ball. Why not have the first 30 minutes of a game against Kilmarnock shooting practice and say, shoot all the time. You're bound to get a goal. And if he doesn't do that, that's a bad management problem. What do you think of that?
Well, a couple of good points. I'm going to take your world football. I'm going to give that to Fox, and then I'll go to our shooting expert, who's Stardug. Right, Fox. You've been saying that for a while, that teams, the bottom echelons of Europe, they're organised, they're fit. It's getting harder to beat. You've been beating that drum for a while, mate, haven't you?
Well, a lot of the older boys that I know that watch football still think it's the 1960s, mate, when because it's a team you've never heard of, they can't do nothing. But basically all Europe's improved. Every single country in Europe's probably improved apart from Scotland. I think we're the only ones that's gone backwards. And I just don't like it when people run down teams. I mean, that team played like we did against Barcelona a few years ago, backs to the wall and wouldn't let them score. Do you remember that game at Ibrox and nothing each game?
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah.
Aye, well, it's just the same for these teams. They're all, but when they meet somebody roughly the same quality as them, they've done quite well. They've got by a couple of rounds in Europe for the last couple of years. So they are improving. They're bringing in foreign players and they're improving all the time. It's just that we think that we should just go out there and scud everybody under the sun, you know.
Can I ask James?
Yeah.
Can I ask James?
Yeah.
What was the name of the players again?
The Till brothers. They played for one. Yeah, one of them missed a chance against us, the captain, and he could have scored that goal, and he went off. And he's got two brothers that play with Metz, and one of them plays with Ufa in the Russian league. He's on loan, and the other 19, the youngest.
How do you spell that?
As Thill, I think it's called. If you look up Luxembourg international team, you'll see the Till brothers. The two of them are really good players, by the way. I'll tell you.
Yep. Vincent Till.
And,
all right, I'll go with your second point. I'm with you in that one, mate. If you don't shoot, you'll never score. Stardog.
I think it wasn't even just that game in general last night. It's all round, mate, in the games in general. We don't score enough goals to outside the box, but I know we like to steal the ball and break up the park fast and slip folk in and things like that. We like to score the perfect goal, but sometimes you've just got to have a dig, mate. Sometimes you've just got to have a dig. And I'd like to see us doing a bit more of that. As I said last night, I'm so surprised we don't score enough goals outside the box considering who's in our management team, mate. So that's all I've really got to say in that.
Yeah. Well, surprising that Gerrard and McAllister, look at the goals they scored from outside the box. Why are they not teaching them that? That's a real problem. Why are they not doing it?
But that's a thing that we're shouting all the time at the match and on the television. James Norman, have a shot. And we seem to be doing the same old as trying to walk the ball into the net, the same as Arsenal have been able to do for many years. But I totally agree with you. I mean, have a dig. I mean,
I just cut across the game, GFK. Every time you start talking, that caller comes in.
I'm all right with that, mate. I'm brand new with that.
It must be your dulcet tones that's dragging
him in. Must be, yep.
Evening, caller. How we doing?
Hello there.
How we doing, mate? Let everybody know who you are.
I'm Stuart from Coatbridge.
Stuart from Coatbridge. We've no many a name on here, mate. How we doing?
All right, aye. I know what you're coming for, aye. I've got a couple of points. I'm going. I know quite a lot. I've got a good couple of points. I know a lot of people in Ibrox and all that. Right. And my first point is, if Kent didn't come, which I'd be shocked if he didn't come, because you know what's going to happen there. He's just going to sit in Liverpool and do nothing, and the head will go down again. But I still think something's going to happen there with Kent, because if you take it right, he's been playing all that football all last season, getting his game time and all that up, and he's just going to put him down the hill again. And I can't see Klopp let him do that, because he was getting the high honours in Glasgow and all that. I mean, some of the games he was outstanding.
Yeah.
But my other point is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but other point is about this thing with, you know who, the big fat man.
Mr. Ashley?
Yes. I've heard a wee thing. I was over in Spain 3 weeks ago, and the kit company, Humo, has actually they've got 62 different kits around the world. That's what they own. So I can't see Ashley winning this. I can't see him. The reason why, if they had won this, right, which they say they have won it, right, there's a lot of rumours, and the Rangers supporters are not going to buy the kit, how is he going to make the money? He already owes the tax man. And if he loses this case, does that not mean he can't touch Rangers and he's got to go back to the judge again? If he loses this case with all this million, I mean, look at the money he done out of people on the credit cards. He put all the money into credit cards and never get them back. That's not come out yet.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, mate. We've got to watch on the Sports Direct and Rangers case. There's, I believe it's the 23rd of September. We'll get further information on it. I don't think there'll be any winners. Hopefully there's just a partner ways, mate, and the money that we have to pay is reasonable, and we can cut the ties and we can move on. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I might be a bit of a dreamer, but I can see that potentially happening. Now, there's been a lot of scaremongering in the press, but when you read the full judgment, there's a couple of paragraphs that means that we'll be able to carry on acting as a football club going forward. Now, I'm not legally minded, but hopefully we can resolve that and we can get to do our business properly and cut ties with Ashley. Might cost us £1 million, might cost us £1.5 million, might be cost neutral because of the strips we sell. JFK quickly.
100% agree with you, mate. Just cut the ties with them, see what the fee is that we have to pay them, and take it for there. I mean, as I said to you before, I want to go and see Rangers play football. Let the guys behind the scenes deal with it, and we'll see what comes out of it.
Can I make a prediction for Sunday?
Aye, are you coming to Stevie's house as well, mate?
I'm actually going up to Kilmarnock on Sunday.
Right, well, we'll meet you just about 10:30. We'll all go to Stevie's.
We'll be right.
I'll put the wig on.
I'll put my man skinny on then, alright.
You couldn't keep JFK in that vodka.
I think my prediction is I've been watching Rangers fight this for the last 5 or 6 weeks. They've only lost 1 goal in the last so many games. Can't remember, it's quite a lot anyway. I think they'll take 4 off Kilmarnock.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Can I ask you to go and mute, mate, just for a couple of minutes? We're going to have a tune, but before this tune, we've got a few words to say. Everybody go and mute if you don't mind. Tomorrow there's a memorial parade in Drumchapel to celebrate by the words and remember the life of Robert Mulholland, who at 16 years of age was sadly took away at the Ibrox disaster. Robert came from Partick where he was born, and his family moved to Drumchapel, and the commemoration will be in Drumchapel where the people, the Rangers family will be gathering to remember Robert's short life, and he went to the football and never come home. So this song's for Robert and everybody else who died that sad.
Alright.
Disaster from Ibrox came spreading the news that would cause a whole nation to mourn. 2 great goals have been scored there in the last dying moments. Jimmy John barriers
Beautiful.
Emotional. JFK, very remiss of me. What time is the parade on Saturday?
Right, just to let all the guys and gals know, the parade's at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening from Drumchapel Orange Halls. Well, I am privileged and honoured to be representing Rangers Radio to lay a wreath at Robert's memorial, and I'll do that with honour and on your behalf. So, any that can take part and come and join the Drumchapel Protestant boys going to commemorate and celebrate Robert's life. I was at the game when I was 14 and I come home. Robert didn't. Never forget.
Can I also I know when he comes on the show, he's one of the funniest guys. He needs people like Stevie. He's a worker, an organiser, makes things happen. And I'm not saying tomorrow wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Stevie, but he's the backbone of making it happen. And I don't the man.
Those who have never met Stevie and only listen to him on Rangers Radio, you need to meet him. He is.
Once meeting, never forgotten, mate.
What that is what he does is absolutely fantastic. As I say, tomorrow 5 o'clock the parade leaves Drumchapel Orange Halls, guys, gals. Those that you're near, try and get to it and come and pay your respects for young Robert, who is no longer with us.
And no everybody who died that day as well. I mean,
everybody died, but that's for Robert that day. Yeah.
Anyway, we move on. We digress. Thanks for going on mute there, lads. I appreciate it. Puts everything into perspective, Stevie. Yeah?
Definitely. Aye. What time's that at again? Sorry.
5 o'clock, Stevie.
Well, if you come up and you go to that, there's a do after it, and then they'll all come right back to your house after the do. Kill two birds.
Is JFK bringing the bacon for me for the next day?
well, I'll tell you what, mate. If you buy me the vodka, I'll buy the bacon.
Mate, I'm not buying nothing. The missus is good to get at the moment.
Well, tell your missus to buy the vodka then.
I've got my home team to watch tomorrow. Then I'm going to Kilmarnock as well.
All right.
Grey Goose. It's nothing but Grey Goose. He doesn't tell. He's murder when you're
I've got the Ayr Morton game in the morning, then the Rangers on Sunday.
Oh, well.
All right, mate. A good weekend of football.
That's it. Missus in the kitchen, locked away.
Right, James. You've got James in Tennessee. You've got some knowledge of world football, mate. I thought I studied football a lot, but you've took it to a different level, mate.
Well, I'm actually a soccer coach over here. I've done a bit of soccer coaching with the high schools over here, and I've always been football's always been my main thing. I was at that game, by the way, the Ibrox disaster. It was such a sad day to see these people dying, fellow Rangers supporters, and it's good that the guy's doing something for that young boy. But I've always football's always been a passion. I was in Barcelona when we won the Winners' Cup, and that disaster was at that game, and I've been to the Rangers European runs and things like that. So I like to study football, and in fact, just to let you know, the Croatian number 1's playing for Luton, and he's very nervous, like Barisic. He lost a really bad goal, so you can see Barisic lacks confidence. That's his only problem. He's too nervous.
Do you know, sometimes it doesn't look to me as if he fits in. You know.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a cultural thing or a language barrier, or it doesn't go on with other players, but sometimes it looks as if he doesn't fit in. I don't see how you can play at that level he's playing with that team with so many good players in the Croatian national team, and he does all right, and then he comes to play on us against players that are nowhere near the level that he's playing with, and he should be a star turn, and he struggles.
Yeah. But maybe it's the culture. Like when I came to America, the culture's different. So the culture in Scotland will be different to Croatia, and he's not settled in. That's his problem.
Is it maybe the rough and tumble of the league, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. But I think I've saw him play hard with Croatia. I think he's just not settled. He lacks confidence. He's like the Luton keeper. You ought to see the goal he let in. It was shocking. Look at that tonight, the Luton goal. And they just don't settle in. Some players, a lot of players come to Britain, can't settle in, go back again and play world beaters because they don't settle in with the families. That's the problem. So,
to be fair, JFK, when he moved the party to Knightswood, he thought it was a culture shock.
What a shit it was. Oh, when I got flowers for my mum party, it was nettles. When I went to Knightswood, it was daffodils. I didn't know somebody steal them.
Jimmy, we mentioned Barisic here. What's your view on him?
I want to see Barisic get his chance this season. I really do think that it'll come good for us. And no, look, we know last season, a lot of us were staying here last season, there was a powder puff, and same as that, the big Worrell guy, and were heading the ball as if they'd a head like a tomato. I want to see him get his chance. I like Andy Halliday when he plays at left back, and I'm all right with Flanagan when he's come in and played. But I think Barisic has got to get his chance, guys. You need to let him have his chance on Sunday and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then obviously we'll go to look elsewhere. That's my thoughts on that.
On you go, mate. Give your thoughts. On you go.
Is it me you're talking to?
Aye, the caller. Yeah.
I'm still here.
Aye, on you go. Give your thoughts on Barisic.
Aye, definitely. Aye, I thought there was somebody else going to speak there. No, I'd play him on Sunday, definitely.
Aye.
100%. Aye, got to get a chance in there right for the start of the season. That's the main, I think. Get him playing week in and week out.
Do you think he maybe
I think he's got the pace. I think he'll get the pace. But I've noticed in the game the other night, I don't think the forward at full fitness. It was a wee bit slow in some paces, but I think he's just got to start it. But he'll probably pick up with that in the next 3 or 4 games because he can move when he wants to. I would still play him.
Yeah, definitely.
I still think they'll win 4-0. I don't think they'll concede. No, I can't see them conceding.
Give your 11. Give your starting team on Sunday then, mate.
Well, McGregor.
He's suspended.
I'd put,
McGregor suspended.
Oh, actually, he's suspended. I forgot about that. You know, I forgot about that. You forget that.
Call yourself a Rangers.
Well, I know, terrible. Typical Cobridge, isn't it? I'm maybe put my Kellen goals in, maybe put a big one. Goalkeeper. Well, I've got to put. If Rangers not went for it, they were going to go for the ex-Portsmouth keeper. There was one I talked last week, but it never resolved. He used to play for Derby. You know who I'm on about?
No.
The ex-Derby keeper.
No.
I seen it last week. I can't remember his name. It was mentioned, but I tried to find it again. It never came up.
Fods would have to move before we went after our goal. I think he'll start on Sunday, Fods.
Aye.
So
and then you'll have, I think, Golston. I think they'll play Katic. I think they'll play Defoe. Or they might play Morelos. But he's been doing a wee bit of things in the pages and all that, which I don't believe. I think that's just all paper talk. But the kissing thing.
Oh, well, some people would think that there's not been a big tax case resolved or there's no on the Scottish football, but that's just me being cynical.
Aye, I think they'll play Morelos or...
Who's your midfield?
Midfield, I would put... See the game last night.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the game last night. I would the only one I would drop would be Defoe. See the rest of me played. I think I would drop Defoe.
All right.
That's what I was thinking there. The only players I would drop would be Defoe and get Morelos on, because if you notice when Morelos come on, the game seemed to change the last 15 minutes. Am I right? It seemed to change, and they brought the young boy on and all. It seemed to change.
We made more chances, and I'll definitely say that when Morelos come on. Stevie Fairshire, what's your 11 starting on Sunday?
For him to have probably Katic and Goldson, Barisic, because I think he's got more pace. If you're looking for the overlap up with Jordan Jones, sprinting up the wing, I think he's got more pace than Halliday, obviously. Aribo, who else? Ryan Jack and Arfield up front. Ojo, Morelos, I think they'll go with, and Jordan Jones.
All right, so you're assuming that Stephen Davis isn't going to be fit?
Well, the way the manager's talking,
aye, right, fair enough.
He's touch and go, isn't he?
Aye, I think hamstrings you've got to watch. James, have you got any thoughts how we'll line up on Sunday?
Yeah, I would go for the goalkeeper. What's his name again? The second. Fotheringham, right. Okay, I would go to centre backs. I would go for Katic and Edmondson, because you're going to need hard players against them. You play hard players. Edmondson, Katic. I play Tavernier. I wouldn't play Barisic. I would say to him, I would play Andy Halliday, because you'll get stuck in. I would tell Barisic for another game, since it's AstroTurf. I would play Greg Docherty on the right against Dicker. Dicker's not a great player, but he's a hard player. Kilmarnock's a hard team. So Dicker, Docherty, I would have Docherty, Aribo and Kamara. I would leave Steve Davis out, because once you've got hamstring, it is a problem. It takes a few weeks to overcome. But I would have him as a sub. Morelos up front, and the other one, Jordan Jones, because to prove it against his former team, he'll know how to play against them. So, all right, I don't know, that's not an order, but kind of, that's the 11 I would play.
Your team. GFK then.
I'll need to, can I just go? I need to go, but I'll be coming over in October, so if anybody's got a ticket for the Hamilton game, I'll pay them double the money.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just keep in contact, and I think your ticket for the Hamilton game's already sorted.
That's good. And I'll come to that restaurant and see you. So I look forward to.
Well, put it this way: the food at the restaurant's on a par with Stevie's house on Sunday.
That's all right. I look forward to it. Nice to speak to you. Doing a good job. Keep it up. And
cheers, James. Thanks for the call.
Also, I'm glad there's no bad language. This is the only Dangerous radio. There's no bad language. So this is really good, because I don't really use bad language. So that's great. You keep this up, because you'll be the top station ever. Okay, thank you.
Good man,
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye now. Bye.
Well, they never heard us after, but that game finished last night.
I was about to say that.
GFK. Here's your team, and then Stardog. Stardog, you're about 10:30 for Stevie's house.
Forward, obviously, Tav, Katic, Edmondson, and Barisic. In the midfield for me, obviously we don't know if Stephen Davis is going to be fit. So my midfield would be Kamara, Arfield, and Aribo, and up front Ojo, Jones, and Fred. That's what I would pick.
Stardog.
I'll much the same, mate. I'll go with Foz and nets. I think it'll be Tav. Something tells me Golson will start, mate. I would pick, if it was me picking the team, it would be Katic and Edmondson, the same as yourself, JFK. But I just think he'll start Golson and Katic in there, mate. I think he'll go with Barisic at left back. I would like to see him, if Stephen Davis isn't going to be fit, I would like to see him playing Kamara and Aribo in the centre of the park, with Arfield playing kind of further forward, with Ojo on the right, Jordan Jones on the left, and Morelos up front, mate.
Yep.
I don't think we need to play a defensive midfielder. I'd like to see the two midfielders getting the ball, pushing on. I'd like to see Arfield pushing on, breaking lines and things like that. And obviously the two wide players with Alfredo, Ragdoll and the defenders. That's my ideal scenario. I don't think we need to play a defensive midfielder because I think we'll dominate possession as we always do.
On you go, Stevie.
I don't know about yours, but I think Goldson's position is up for grabs more than any of the other centre halves. What's your opinions on that? To me, he looks sloppy at times.
Yeah.
Well, the form in the pre-season, here's Helander, we've not seen enough of. Is that fair? Would we all agree with that?
I know, I'm just like yourselves. I'm just presuming he's going to be the mainstay.
He's number one, aye.
I'm not going to lie, the price tag, aye. You expect some.
Price tag. In form, in pure form at the moment, with the three centre halves that's been playing, Goldston is in the poorest form, in my opinion. Katic and the boy Edmondson have played better than them.
Agreed.
That's the way I've seen it. We'll go to JFK with that.
I nailed my colours to the mast about the boy Edmondson. I said here a couple of weeks ago that it would be Helander and 8 other, and I never even put the boy Edmondson in that equation. But I'm still, obviously we don't know what Helander can do long term because he's no match fit in that aspect. But for me, it'd be Edmondson and Katic all the way as it stands now. I don't think the boy Edmondson done anything wrong to be dropped. But we go with the gaffer said. But for me, Goldson's not the races at the moment for me. I just don't think he's.
I'm just presuming Helander's going to be the mainstay because of price tag. But however, Gerrard's always said doesn't matter who they are, they've got to play. If they don't, they're not in the team. Simple as that. So Jenky will do the same with him, but Husty.
Stewarty, and you come, mate. And you come, Stewarty. Oh, it must have the internet must be stopped in Coatbridge. I hope he comes back on. Fair play to him. Stardog.
Aye. I'm just more interested in just getting in here, mate, and dominating the game and getting the 3 points.
But what's your views?
The team will pick itself, but Golson for me, mate. What's that? Sorry.
Your views on the centre half that Stevie's asked.
Aye, Golson for me, mate, is his own pre-season performances, like you say, Docs. He's been the poorer defender. Katic for me dominates and wins everything in the air. Edmondson's got pace. He can play a bit of football. He likes a diagonal pass across the pitch to open midfields and defences and just take them out of the game completely. I just think they two bring more to the team in general. I'm like Stevie. I expect Helander to come in there and stay in there, but I mean, if Katic and Edmondson keep playing the way they're playing and Golson keeps slipping, I mean, the jersey's theirs in my eyes. I agree with JFK in that aspect, but I just think he'll play Golson, mate, for some reason.
Stardog.
Yeah.
I think you're for the same area as me, mate. Are you butting the rules for these guys before they come?
Aye, mate. I'm up for that, mate. Aye.
He's bringing it going.
I'm sure you're for doing well.
Do you like your Tossi's roll? Your Tossi's going on your roll, Jimmy, or do you like it at the side?
Oh, that on the sides for queers, mate. Get it on the roll with tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce with bacon?
Tomato
sausage, square sausage.
With sausage, aye.
You'll need a few of them an offer Sunday, by the way.
Aye. Near links rubbish, by the way. Don't do links. On all this French toast and that. Just squeeze the sausage and the bacon attached scone. That'll do me.
Is Bridge on vacation?
Bridge is on a special holiday.
He's Captain Pugwash.
A romantic. Oh, did I say romantic? Bridge is on a break on the high seas.
Para handy.
I think he's away with travel rug for a holiday for a few days. I'll bring in my centre half expert to see what his thoughts are on that. Mr. Fox, on forum at the moment, who's my two centre halves?
As I've said in previous shows, I think Goldson and Katic will hold down the position of centre-half for the next couple of weeks. Then I think things will change. I mean, we're all kind of critical of Goldson, but basically he's done nothing wrong this season so far in the friendlies and the European games, so maybe he just looks awkward on the ball at times for me.
When he thinks he's Beckenbauer, he looks awkward, doesn't he?
I also don't think he's really that good in the air for a stand and jump, mate. At set pieces, I think he fails to get his head in a lot of balls, whereas Katic does. I just think that out the 4 centre-halves, eventually he will move out.
That's one of Fox's things, jumping for a dead start. You've seen it, JFK, when he jumped that bar.
Aye,
We couldn't believe it, could we?
They done well to come back with a few halves.
Aye.
What Fox is saying here is 100%, but I mean, I think that the gaffer's got to make the decision quickly, you know, and for me, unfortunately for Goldson, his time's no there at this moment, so it'd be Edmondson for me. The boy's not done anything wrong, so but let's not be kidding ourselves on here. He's just a new signing and he's a fledgling Rangers player. Put him in there and let us see what he can do on Sunday against the Pie Men. Put him in there with Katic, and then we should see.
I was, by the way, I hope I wasn't coming across as criticising Goldson.
No.
We've all
got my opinion. I'd said a couple of weeks ago when about definitely has got to be Hollander and other, and at that time I wasn't even putting Edmondson into the equation. But when I see what Edmondson's brought us, and I know it's been friendlies, but Goldson for me is no done anything spectacular. But the boy Edmondson looks the part, and even the boy Polster, I know he's come in and he's done really well. So there's another boy that we've not talked about. He'll not threaten Tav, but he's a good replacement for Tav in the injury or resting him. So these guys need to shake themselves up. And for me, I don't think Gold's has done anything to include himself in the team.
Jimmy, the reason I was saying it is he's had his pre-season this year. If you remember back to last year, you were talking about, he said a rough time and stuff, so he's fresh, so I'm expecting to get up and go for him, but right now, he's the weakest. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. No. I mean, it's no criticising what Goldson can bring to the game. We all said last season, we all agreed that the fact is that because his problems with the illnesses that he had and the operations that he had, that we'd like to see him after he's had a good full pre-season. Well, he's had that now, but he's not really done anything that would say to me is exceptional. So for me, rest him, whatever he wants to do, bench him, whatever, I don't know, and play the boy Edmondson. If the boy Edmondson doesn't get the shirt, well, I'd be surprised.
All right, I'm going to throw it there. I think Goldson will start on Sunday. There you go.
Is that because you done the presser today?
No, nothing to do with that. I just think Stevie D, she trusts him. I'm. If we're talking about just for him in the pre-season and the European games, he hasn't shown as well as some of the other guys. The boy Edmondson's been really good in possession. Big Katic has done all right, but then the manager would tell you Big Katic gave the goal away. The only goal we've lost against it was his error that led to it. So Goldson hasn't, as Fox says, he's not done anything wrong, but he's no shown because he's not as comfortable on the ball as even Katic is, if I'm being honest.
You want to know the one thing that gets to me with Goldson? I don't know about yourselves, right? I think I've heard he's talking about it. The way he lets the ball bounce before he deals with it. He does that a lot, and I don't see any of their centres half doing that much. He lays it bounce. You never ever lay a ball bounce. You deal with it straight away.
Fox, you used to let it bounce so you could bring it down in your chest, didn't you?
Well, they say that's a fatal mistake for centre-halves to let the ball bounce, and if you're anywhere near the box, mate, or thing. But as I say, he's held the position now for a season and a bit, and I don't think he's going to be pushed out easily, but I do think Edmondson's got the potential to do it. We maybe be overpraising Edmondson because we've not seen him really in a competitive game. But I just like the look of the boy Edmondson myself. And I think he's got the pace, he's got the strength and tackle. And I just think that after a couple of weeks, mate, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, you might see him coming more into the centre-half positions.
Yeah.
Stevie, and after you start, I can answer that. I know we're nitpicking at players here, and we're saying this one and that one we prefer. And your opening gambit was about the number of players we've brought in, but we've got to be honest about it. If you think back, not that long ago, Russell Martin was your main centre-half. How our squad's improved is pretty frightening, really.
I totally agree with that, mate. I wasn't, as I say, I wasn't nitpicking. All I was saying was...
You're asking you're asking a question, mate, you know.
I'm fed up with this, and the next thing, after every season, you simply need to go out and win it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not want to hear at the end of the season, within the gelling time, we drew that game, we should have picked up more points. Any team can say that in the league. Do you know what I mean? If they win games, obviously they're going to be further away.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the here and now to win the league, and that's it. I'm a bit like George last night. No excuses at the end of the season.
I'm in that camp, yeah.
Mate, I just echo what Stevie says there, mate. I'm the exact same. We just need to find consistency this year, mate. That's all we really need to find. I mean, now, even better, 2 seasons ago it was Cardoso and David Bates at the back, so Golson was our most consistent centre-back last year, mate, so somewhere in there is a player. I mean, he has just been slacking the past couple of weeks, and I think the quality of defenders we've brought in has been up, mate, so we're starting to see kind of faults in every player, and to be honest, between the 4 of them, mate, they all bring a different attribute to the game, so do they, so it'll be interesting to see how he sets up for different games, but if I was to pick, it would be Edmondson and Katic at the back, but I just think he'll go with Golson. But it's definitely, mate, it's a great improvement from what we were at even just last season.
It's great to have options. I will say that. I know that kind of... What's the word I'm looking for?
Rolling sausage.
No. It kind of makes me look like a... What is it? I don't know. Right. What I was saying was, you bring in so many players. It's great to have that option. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I'm no one Gerrard to be chopping and changing every game, and then folks saying, it's because they didn't have time to work together. Do you know what I mean? And they're out and in. No time to gel. I don't want that.
There'll be no excuses for us. Beating Kilmarnock in the league. Yeah.
Can I answer Stevie's question on the bringing in the bulk rather than quality? I think that the first year, mate, you were looking for maybe 4 real first team players that would play for years out the 8 or 9 signings we brought in. I think we got Scott Arfield out that. We've got Steve Davis out that. Barisic is on the fence. Grezda failed. So it's getting to a base of good players, a base of good first team players. And in the second year here, we're doing the same. We've brought in Aribo, Kamara for last year. And now we can start going to the next transfer window and looking at just 1 or 2 quality players. Because we've got the basis. We've got the basis of a good squad now, a good solid squad. And the next transfer window, I doubt if there'll be much chopping and changing. It'll just be, for me, probably 2 quality strikers in the next transfer window.
It depends where we are in the league, because if they're not good enough, Gerrard says they're out. So
that's the hardest thing in football now, getting rid of people.
I mean, see when you think back to when before Celtic got their settled squad, mate, they went through about 40 signings, mate, to get to that basic squad. And that's been true, and they've been able to add quality over the last couple of years, bringing in Big Edward for 9 million, etc. But it took them a load of players to get to that position, and we're just going through that at the moment ourselves.
That's true, 100%. You're right about last year. I mean, they had to get rid of a lot and bring about 10 in, because that was a new team. They just weren't accepting. Like, they knew they weren't competing, so they had to. But what I'm saying is, you can't do that every transfer market. That's the only point I'm making.
I agree with you there.
Yeah. Just transfers and people maybe potentially leaving the club, but it was sad to see that Graham Dorrans has picked up an injury. Must have been in training. Obviously, he's been told he's surplus to requirements, which is unlucky for a lad because of injuries. But God, when he's trying to get another club, another injury, he's had a bad run, Graham Dorrans. So all the best to him, and I hope things start going his way soon, because he deserves a bit of success to do, Graham. JFK.
He does, mate, but I don't think it's going to be the Rangers.
No, I didn't say
no, I know you. I think I said during the pre-season, though, about players being released, like a big laugh at it, and others are going in loan. But so I think, unfortunately, I think Graham Dorrans' times came and went. So, and that's sad, because I rated him as a player. He gave up a lot to come to play for the team he loves. So that's unfortunate. He's taken another injury. He's not got a chance to show the gaffer that he's got worthy a chance to be part of his plan. So that's. I'd like to have seen them in a blue jersey again, but it's not going to happen.
One bonus thing from Jimmy is he'll be a free, and he'll no need to wait to the next transfer window to find a club. You know,
that's true, mate. I saw that day, and the gaffer said today. Only what Stevie was saying there. I mean, about winning the league, and I listened to the show for last night. George has said as well. I mean, for me, I know we've not even played our first league game, but for me, it's got to be the league or nothing. I don't care about anything else. I'll take my run in Europe if we get it. Scottish Cup, League Cup, if we get that and all. But for me, it's got to be the league. I know what to say that. Use the words that if he doesn't win it, he's gone. That's not the right thing to say at this time. No, that's going over the top. But if we don't win the league at the end of this season, then for me, there's got to be some sort of major overhaul. Subbies might think that's over the top. I just think that for me now, the league's got to be won, and I think the players that the Gaffer's brought in are good enough to win this league. Considering the journey we were on last season with some of the, not going to call them rubbish players, but some of the players that we had last season, the backup were really poor, and we now have got a really good core squad. We should be able to compete, and we should be winning it, mate. We should be winning it.
The only thing that would get me thinking JFK is, mate, I mean, I'm all for, we need to win the league this year. That's the be all and end all for me. And I know some folk are willing to not so much sacrifice Europe, but does anybody here, do you think we could take the hit financially and missing it in the group stages?
Of the European League?
Well, but
do you think we need the money for the group stages to progress to win this league? Do you think that comes into that if we want to progress and spend more money?
The way we enter Europe, we can't assume we're going to get to the group stages, mate.
No.
Well, this is what I'm saying, Oxford, but like some fans are saying, it's the league and nothing else matters. And a lot of Rangers fans I've spoke to are saying they don't even care if they get to the group stages and all. But the question I would ask is, can we afford not to get to the group stages? Is that a must for us as a club as well as the league, first and foremost?
No, but we can't, because of where we come in at the draw, we're not seeded.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go up against teams that it's at least a 50-50 tie. We might even be the underdogs in it. So we can't, there's no guarantee for us to get in the group stages.
I can sort of see where he's coming from there, because, let's be serious, although we maybe don't expect them to, but say, for example, Celtic were to get through to the Champions League, right? That's about 30. What can you make in that? About 30 to 50 million.
Yeah.
That is insane, and imagine we don't qualify. That's going to pick you back to where you were with the gap.
Mm-hmm.
But the trouble is, we could draw somebody for the English Premiership. If you look at who the potential, if we get by the Danes, who the potential teams would play, there's some tasty teams in there that we wouldn't be favourites.
Well, see, you're talking about the teams now. I've got them here. I mean, you're talking about Puyanak for Armenia, Wolves, Legia Warsaw for Poland, Artemis for Greece, FCSB for Romania, Borisov for Czech Republic, Hogsen for Norway, and PSV Eindhoven for Norway. So they are the definite 8 teams that we could face if we get through
Frankfurt in
Midtjylland.
there and all, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Frankfurt are they in there as well?
No.
Oh, no, draw.
The draw works in group stages. They're all it's regions, so they're no in that because the way the draw is made. If you look at the draw numbers out of pot and say pot 1 and blah 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 blah. Anyway, but that's been announced today. Oxshire was trying to read out the names, but I've got them here. So any of the teams, and I would even take Wolves. But what Stevie was saying here is right, and you as well, Stardog, you know. But Oxshire hit it right in the head. But Rangers at the start of the season don't put out that coming for this season that the finances, we need to have European money. We're a club that's not built on that now, because we need to play 4 qualified rounds before we even get to the group stages. Would I forfeit the group stages to get into to win the league? Of course I would. But I want the journey in Europe last season for me was absolutely wonderful, and I want that to happen again. But I don't want it to happen to the detriment of the league. I think it happened last season for us because we lost stupid rubbish games against rubbish teams, and we beat the puddle drinkers twice, and we still couldn't win the league, and that really annoyed a lot of us. So Europe's a journey. Let's enjoy it. And let's enjoy what happens in Sunday.
You've got to remember, but Jimmy, like the likes of it maybe happened to us. Nobody's to say it would happen again, but Celtic's been in Europe the last couple of years, so do you know what I mean? It obviously didn't affect them, but they've got a more experienced team. Maybe in years to come we'll be able to balance the both Europe and the league.
Yeah, I totally understand that, you know. But as I say, I'm not really bothered one way or the other if we progress or no. We don't want to sit here and say you want Rangers to get beat, because that's not what we're made of. But if we don't qualify for the group stages, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. Yeah, and it would make sure that we were stronger, because they'd be playing midweek and we wouldn't.
Can you just take a note of that, Stardog? On Friday the 2nd of August, JFK said if we get knocked out of Europe, we'll not lose any sleep. If we get beat with somebody, I just want to see what he says.
For me, mate, I
just want to win the league. For me,
I get that, mate.
I know the league's the be all and end all, and that's for us all. We know all the other things round about it. We don't want the 9, and we certainly don't want the 10. And we're hearing all sorts of rubbish, you know.
Can you mention the numbers, mate?
No, I don't. But I know what Stevie's saying about that they've got a more experienced team. But I'm looking at what they've got. I don't think they've got any much better than what we've got.
There's a couple of people that maybe to leave that squad yet.
Of course there is.
They've no. I don't think they've spent much money. So my fear is, but I'm with JFK. I think we need to stop it this year, because my fear is next year, when they're going for something that's not been done before, they're going to spend big, in my opinion.
Aye.
But I was also reading the day.
I've got a couple of things I've got to worry about, but anyway, enough about them. Huh?
I'm not.
I seen in the paper today, guys, that seemingly because all 3 Scottish teams have got past the second round, next year we only need to beat 3 teams to get into whatever we're in.
Well, the good thing about it, we might not start so early then, you know.
It's still scandalous. I mean, you've got the team in 4th in England getting straight in, and then the Champions League, and you can't even get straight in. Ridiculous.
We're done with television and populations, I'm afraid, because that's how it's set up with the coefficients. It's always going to favour the big countries, but
doesn't help when Scotland are rubbish, you know.
Aye, well. They tried to kill the game, didn't they? They got it so wrong. And that's a whole show on its own, Fox.
Yeah.
He's fell asleep, Fox.
I was away for a grey goose.
He's back and hear him. No, he's gone. I worry about him when he goes silent.
Jimmy.
Yes, mate.
I was just listening to you there, Paul. So see, would you, I can't say enough talking about them, would you want them in Europe to kind of help us, but in the meantime, they're getting further away with the money? Do you know what I mean? That's a question. What do you think about that? Would you want them in Europe?
I would. I would. To a certain point, is the fact is that we're able to rest players during the week, but I still think we've got enough good players now in the squad that we've got to compete in Europe as well. And you know, I really, it doesn't really bother me what they do. It's what we can do. You know, if we get knocked out of Europe and lets us rest players, for me, I know that to a lot of people it's about the money, but for me it's not about the money. I just want to win the league this year. That more than anything at all. And I agree with you saying about they'll spend big if they do that.
It's happening again. You're talking in Denver. Bears joined this evening.
Oh, there you go.
How are we doing, guys?
All right, Denver.
Team Ox or Team Fox? Did you enjoy that performance?
You know, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but I've seen the movie many times before. You know what I mean? That was like watching Hamilton versus Rangers or St Mirren versus Rangers. All the frustrating games you don't really need to see again. But I'm glad I watched it, Ox, you know.
All right. Are you going to watch it again?
I don't think... I probably, because I'm a glutton for... I didn't get to tell you. I watched the 2 Progress games for a couple of years ago before last week's game. So, that's how much a glutton for... I know, aye. American after all.
Just the fella for last night, you were telling him not to watch it.
Aye. I was trying to do him a favour, Stevie.
Aye, I know.
Aye, you know, Ox, you know, me and my boy, we were talking, and he kept saying, I keep getting feedback, Dad. It said it's a rubbish game. I said, let's just watch it. So we sat down at 9 o'clock last night and watched it. And, you know, as all Bear said yesterday, if we would just shoot, you'd make life a lot easier for us, you know.
Aye, with the boy on earlier on, a boy called Stuart from Coatbridge, and he was wanting to know that as well. We consider, as Stardogs pointed out, the 2 coaches, McAllister and Stevie G, could score outside the box.
That's right, aye.
You know. What's else on your mind, mate?
Your referee last night was a disgrace, man, you know. I mean, Barisic getting booked for that was just incredible, you know.
But we know that Barisic wouldn't kick anything.
I know, exactly, aye. But, you know, I'm looking forward to the season anyway. You know, Jimmy made a great point there earlier on. I heard the start of the show. Jimmy made a great point. We've moved on. We've got through that round. We're into the next round. So we'll see what these Danes guys, what they're up against, you know. But aye, I'm looking forward to the season. I can't say I'm looking forward to Kilmarnock on Sunday morning, right enough. But, you know, we're going to start somewhere, you know.
2 league games in a trot, Kilmarnock away.
Aye, I know. It's hard to believe, you know, especially after all the bad luck we had down there, you know. And again, you know what it's going to be like. It's going to be like last night's game. It's just going to be the exact same setup for them, you know.
I think the thing about that is what we've got to do is put the ball in the net.
Aye.
And then when we do put the ball in the net, we've got to capitalise and go and get a second goal. Because that's the mistakes we made last season.
Aye. I was having a conversation with my boy during the game last night. Do you think that Gerrard's deliberately leaving Morelos out as like to show him what he's missing out on?
Did you hear the press conference tonight? Did you hear it?
No, I've not heard that.
He mentions that Morelos picked up a knock early in pre-season.
All right.
And that would answer how he knows as much football as we thought, yeah?
Right, okay, that answers it then, aye.
Because I was wondering whether he was just... the Scottish press, Alfie's been busy.
Aye, I saw that nonsense, aye. They're always going to find some shite, you know.
Scores on and off the pitch, does Alfie.
To be fair, I couldn't hold it against him, if I'm being honest.
Guys, see how you said... Sorry.
On you go, bro. On you go.
No, you're the caller. On you go and I'll get you after.
No, on you go. Just go for it.
We'll not fight about it.
To me, the Chuckle Brothers on GFK.
See how you're talking about the 5 players that left Kilmarnock, like key men or that. I take it is we Chris Butt still with them?
Yes, aye.
Aye.
I think he's one of their main dangers, to be honest.
He works hard for them, doesn't he?
Aye, he does. He's still got it, to be fair to him.
Aye, he works hard. A good career he's had, the boy, Chris Buck, really, if you be honest. I never thought he'd get that longevity, but fair play to him. You coming in there, Denver?
Aye, so they've not signed many players, have they? Kilmarnock. They've not made any changes, have they?
Fox, you're the follower of the other teams.
No, they're struggling to bring in fresh faces, but they're still got the core of their team for last year, you know.
Aye.
They've got rid of an alcoholic for a lunatic.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to go. So I wish you all the best and thanks for everything you do for us.
Right, Denver. It was a pleasure, mate.
All the best,
Speak to
guys.
you soon, mate.
And see if you can send some rain out here, because it's like 1,000,000 degrees every day for the last 23 days.
Shut up. Get his sun back. Get his sun, we'll smoke you.
You were moaning it was too warm last week.
I know.
It's cold now.
All right, guys, all the best.
Cheers, buddy.
Take care, boys. Bye.
July was the hottest recorded month in the world, mate, since time began.
Aye.
August has been too cold, JFK, innit?
Aye, it's too cold. August is only 3 days old and it's cold.
Ox, I'm going to drop it too, buddy.
Right, Stevie, we'll see you Sunday, mate.
Right, Stevie.
Prediction 2-1. 2-1, Jordan Jones and Morelos. There you go.
I'll take that, mate. I'll take that. I'll take a victory.
Right, good stuff. I'll catch you later. Cheers.
Hey, Stevie. See you later, pal.
Brilliant. Well, he's made a prediction. Stardog, what's your prediction?
I'm going to go with 3-0, mate. I'm going to go with a Morelos double and a Joe Aribo goal.
All right. Very brave there, mate. Fox?
I think we'll win 2-0.
JFK?
4-0, 2 for Fred, Aribo and Ojo.
In tribute to the man, I'm going for a 1-0 win for the Rangers.
Well, okay.
All right. Is that fair enough?
That's all right, aye.
Yeah, we shout out to the young boys for winning the Milk Cup, mate.
Aye.
Tonight.
Aye, brilliant. Brilliant.
They won the Junior Milk Cup in Northern Ireland. They won the Fair Play Award. And they also won the young player of the tournament as well. Well done to the young colts.
Under 16s, that was Fox, was it?
Under 16s, aye.
Brilliant. We seem to be getting an awful lot of things right in the academies, JFK.
Aye, we are. But I've said before, I don't think a lot of these guys are going to step up. Look, we're impatient, Ox, here. We need success now. These boys are getting success in the like the Milk Cup and the tournament they won. I can't remember the name, but we all sat and watched last couple of months. No British team has ever won it. I can't remember the name of that cup. Alcaz, whatever you call it.
That's it, Jimmy.
Did I get it right first time? Good man, I was there. But apart from that, I can't see. We talked about the boy McPake, young Coombs and that might in the future, but they're in the well in the future. I want Rangers to win the league this season, and I can't see any of the young boys progressing maybe 3, 4, 5 years' time. So it's good that the boys won it. I've just been informed it's 30 years since Rangers actually won that tournament. Is that right?
That's correct, 30 years, aye.
30 years, my God. Well, that is progression, obviously. But for me, I can't see many of them, if any at all, making it into the first team squad. I might be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but good achievement of the boys. Well done, guys.
I know that's the main ambition here, Jimmy, but does it no do the club a bit of good?
Of course it does.
the you staying this kind of all over Europe and further afield and winning tournaments. It gets their name back out there after all these years. I think it's great for the young boys.
Well, I think it's a fantastic thing that the boys have achieved. But going into the future, I don't think that many of these boys will grace Ibrox as a first teamer. I think we've seen that. We're all starving for success. We don't now have time to bring in any young boys. We might get the occasional good one. Although it's Glenn Middleton, he's away to Holland. So for me, good luck to the boys, but good to get Rangers' name all over the world again. But
it's a slow burner, youth football, getting the conveyor belt, but we'll see. GFK, last word for you in the night. Can you just give the details again of the Robert Mulholland Memorial Parade on Saturday?
Yep. Guys and gals, tomorrow, 5 p.m, the parade leaves Drumchapel Orange Halls for a wee walkabout. Drumchapel before we go and lay a wreath, or many wreaths, and I will be doing that on behalf of Rangers Radio tomorrow. So anyone that can make it, please go along. You'll be made more than welcome, especially Big Stevie, who's one of the Rangers Radio family. So please come along and pay your respects to not just Robert Mulholland, but all those who unfortunately didn't come home from that game in 1971. And be the family and friends of Robert. We appreciate your company. So 5 p.m. tomorrow, Drumchapel.
All right, mate. Just to say that what Twitterati this evening have left is they're both out socially. So we'll either announce the prize winner on Sunday or it'll be Monday night show. We're waiting for the details to come through, the prize winner of the print that was done for us, the entities. So we'll announce that either Sunday if we get the information through, or it will definitely be on Monday night. Can I thank everybody for listening? I thank all the callers for all over the world.
Definitely.
You're a superstar now, son, eh?
That's it, mate. Aye, the full world's listening to me.
All over the world, mate. Can thank all the callers. Thank everybody for taking the time to listen to Rangers Radio. All the boys in the lobby. We'll be back. It's a 1:30 kick-off on Sunday, isn't it?
That is, aye.
Aye. We'll be back at 12:30 with a pre-match show to the first league game of the season 2019-2020. To all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly on this wee Rangers radio station, keep it going. Keep it going for the Rangers. Take it away, Fox.
Oh, every other Saturday, my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. Happily we wander down the Copeland Road, me and my wee pal Joe. Oh, we love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Whoa, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to hear the cry. We love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Oh, we won the Scottish League about 1,000 times. The League Cup is simple too. We gave some exhibitions in the Scottish Cup. We gave a Wembley Wizard too. And when the Glasgow Rangers took the European Cup, like the one they had before, well, Riley ran at Ibrox 100,000 strong. We'll give the boys an Ibrox roar. Whoa, me, oh, me, oh, me, oh, my. Oh, how we love to hear the cry. We love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on. We love to hear the boys all roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Oh my, oh how we'll up to hear the cry, we'll up to see the lassies with the blue scarves on, we'll up to hear the boys roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we'll up to see the Rangers score. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my, oh how we'll up to hear the cry, we'll love to see the lassies with the blue scarves on, we'll love to hear the boys roar. But I don't have to tell you the best of all, we'll love to see the rain